If you like heads, you've come to the right place, because I got a lot of them for you. Ta-da! Hey friends, one of my dear viewers, I think it was the wonderful Seaboat Up and Down, reminded me that I had completely forgotten to feature the 1980-81 Miele S125 on the channel post-refurb. Well, in this video we are going to correct that, and we're going to use it with a lot of cleaning heads. This should be interesting. So the 125 is one of the machines that I refurbished sort of off camera. It wasn't a hard job, I have to say. It was actually really easy. The machine comes apart really quickly. You can get to the motor like that. I did the usual to it, stripped it down, gave it a really good clean, cleaned the fans, oiled the bearings, popped in a new bag, a couple of new filters, and yeah, it was done. It works really well. And I thought to myself, do you know what? It would be really interesting to see how it runs with like various different Miele heads. So we've got one from the mid-80s. Interesting to see the size difference here. Hopefully you can see that. If I put it like that, it's quite funny because this normal head is like 20% bigger than the head that came with the 125 originally. I didn't think they were different, but my brain was going, that's a bit smaller than normal. But when you compare, it is actually, yeah, 20% difference. And we also have a mid-80s turbo head, so we'll give that a go as well. And this will be interesting, the AccuNova head, the bitey, nasty AccuNova head that wants to take your fingers off. So we're going to try the 125 with all of these different heads, and let's work out which is the best one. Best being easiest to use? Don't know. Well, let's find out. We're going to start off with the S125's normal head. So let's turn this on, see what happens, see how it functions. I'm just thinking, where do I need to put this suction control valve? Well, let's find out. Is that full suction? Oh yeah. It's quite hard to push. There's a lot of suction on this machine. It's only a 700 watt motor, but the suction is really quite impressive. So that's the underside of the normal head. It's quite simple. Yeah, it's okay. It works fine. Not as great as it could be, I think. So let's try the 1980s straight suction head. Right, let's give this one a go. So just having a look at this one. It's a much more, oh, excuse me, complex base plate on this one. So let's see how it does. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a lot easier to push, but the trouble is, because the angle is kind of wrong, the weight of the machine is pushing down on the back of the floor tool, so it's basically sort of riding upwards on the back pull. it doesn't really do anything. It's only on the forward push, so that's not ideal. Shame, I kind of thought that would have worked better than it does, but okay, let's try the turbo head next. Turbo head is attached. Let's have a look on the underneath of this one. So this has no wheels on it, it's just a couple of there's a sliding plate at the back and a couple of chrome strips at the front. So yeah, no wheels, interestingly, but let's give it a go. It should glide quite well, but let's see. Well, certainly enough power in the machine to run the head. It's okay. I think if it was the wheeled version, if it had some wheels on there, it would be so much easier to push. Again, I think it's because of the weight of the cleaner that's pushing down on the head, so it's making it quite hard to move back and forth on the carpet. So yeah, not as good as I thought it was going to be. But now let's try the AccuNova. Right, AccuNova attached. Let's turn it on. Let's start the machine. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, I think we've got a pretty flat battery in the AccuNova. I think it's about to die. Just about spinning. Just stay at that brush roll. My God. Oh. Woo. And it's just about gone. Okay, let's turn it off before it actually dies. I have to say, that is an absolutely amazing combination. It makes the machine so easy to use, and you can actually feel it cleaning really well too. Well, I think to conclude our little experiment with various heads there, that the AccuNova is by far the best. It is perfect. It's almost like it was made for this cleaner. It's unfortunate that my particular head has a Duff battery pack. Now, whether or not I can find a new pack for it, I really don't know. Probably not, and even if I could, it probably wouldn't be worth spending the money. So yeah, that's not ideal, but wow, it works so good with this. I think second place I'm going to put to the S125's original floor tool. Third place goes to the turbo tool, and fourth place goes to the 1980s straight suction head. I'm really surprised that didn't do better, but because of how the machine is made and like the fact that the weight is really pushing down at the back of the head, it lifts it up, so you don't get good contact with the carpet, with the rug. It's not very good at all, to be honest with you. Yeah, interesting little test there. Thought we'd give that a go. Nice to see the S125 in action. Going to put this back in my understairs cupboard because I actually keep it quite close at hand, because it's the ideal machine just to grab if you want to vacuum your carpets quickly. It's actually really useful. It's quite surprising that something from what, 43 years ago is actually still really useful, but this cleaner genuinely is. If you can find one, track it down and buy it because you will love it. That's it for this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to do the usual commenting, subscribing and liking, and I'll see you in the next video. You guys take care. Bye.